Team's offense will get the first possession of the game. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. You think about Ohio State and Michigan. You think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Orji. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Orji. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Buckeyes offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive. The 15-yard line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Stumbled to the ground.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's got it again. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are 2 teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the 2 teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2, so always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Orji. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll throw on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Thurman. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Running for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pulls it in. It's Morris. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, and we can keep going back year after year, they always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They want to get this defense on its heels. Brown wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
You want to talk about leg talent. That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him a football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Brown will throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2, and he just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Brown wants to pass. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle, it's Christian. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Marshall. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his...
Lofts one high and deep. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around. Jesse, he's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I've loved the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The give on the inside. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. using the quick game. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to throw, it's Orji. Trying to get behind the defense. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. They've been running it, but now the pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quarterback will audible. Toss sweep to the left. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. The give. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Rodgers. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on first down from the 40.
Good enough for first down.
He's looking to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Orji. It's complete to the left.
I want to give my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he added the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes a connection. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Brown will throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I think that this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. He's got it. Open runway ahead. The 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
56, Ohio State.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Defense still has a couple of timeouts here, David, but the offense ought to have things well in hand.
Well in hand, make them...
Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the catch. catch inside the 25. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.